Hello everybody, thanks for stopping back by Wild Bird Creative. I have a piece today that is all made up of scraps, backgrounds that have been sitting in my paper stash bins, and I decided I'm going to use them. Now the difference is I'm going to assemble this here and then place it on the paper. That way I can really pay attention to the negative space as I'm working. So let me set things aside a little bit. I've got some nice rusty papers, which if you have any issues with grittiness, you're not going to enjoy making rusty papers, and that's okay. You can always tea stain papers instead and get a similar look. But I've got some pattern paper that has just some roll-offs from my brayer. I mean, these are all pretty much things that are cleanup strips. There's nothing particularly fancy about them. The difference is we're just going to start putting them together freeform on each other instead of securing them on a piece of paper. So there's my first bit. I'm just deciding how I want things laid out, what I want in front, how much overlap I want. I want to bear in mind these empty spaces are important. And it's going to have a nice irregular edge except for these two spots, just because of the nature of gluing things down without having a background. And of course, with a glue stick, you've got some time to play with things and decide what you want on top and what you want behind. Put a little more glue on that. Let's put a little glue here. Just going to leave him out a little bit on this edge. Scoot it down a little bit. Now to decide, I think I do want him on top. So again, I'm going to break that edge a little bit so that it's not just perfectly rectangular. So let's just keep moving along here, just putting pieces down. Sometimes as you're doing this, you will find a different way that you want to put something. And as I said a little while ago, that's what's nice about a glue stick, is you do have some fussy time where you can say, oh, I want to move that. I like it better here, I like it better there. This is just a piece of pattern paper that I stamped on using an art foamy stamp. And it's not going to be quite translucent, but a little bit of the background will peek through. I think I will, ooh, I could put that side, but I think I'll go with the matching color from the middle. So there we go. There is the piece. Now I want to show you what it's going to look like on a piece of paper. See how it has all that wonderful negative space now? Now this will be a little bit trickier because I'll want to be careful. I could use, a matte adhesive, but I'm just going to keep working with the glue stick. It'll be a little bit neater, and I can go a little slower. There we go, right over my rusty papers. which as much as I do love them, they do make a mess on the glue stick, but that's okay. Let me get this all the way over. And then just going to brayer it in place. I need to put a little bit more on the bottom of this and a little bit on here. But everything is down. Get my cover on there. Now, I can leave it as it is, or I can add some more embellishments. I have one of those pipe insulating bits of foam. And what I'm going to do is just get my paper plate here, get some black paint, and just add a couple spots of interest. Now what I'll do is spread this out so that I have a nice bit to work with, and I'll just butter this up quickly with what's on my knife. And just dab it in there. And just press it down. And look at that great shape that it makes. And I'm just going to move them around. And I'll make a little, oh, I made a nice 8 there. That came out beautiful. Just going to make a little daisy chain of 4 of them along here. And that gives me just a nice balance on that side. I think I'm going to add another one here. And there we go. It's done. I like the way it came out. I like playing with scraps, seeing what works, what looks good, what you can have fun with. I mean, it's really important to just kind of enjoy doing this and fooling around a little bit, seeing what you like. And I'm just going to sign this right down in the corner, and we're done. I mean, this was simple. Scraps, glue, paint, a little fun roller foam thing that you can do a lot with, and you've got just a very different piece. This would be ready to be framed. I could add more embellishment if I want, but I really like the way it looks. I hope that you'll grab your scraps. It's a great way to clean up your work table. You can have fun, you can create things, you can make background papers that you tear up later the same way using all those scraps. But this is just a different way to approach building a piece. I hope you will have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Wild Bird Creative.